Sophie, thank you. Welcome to BBC London. Coming up on the programme, further questions tonight on how not one but two men were mistakenly released from Wandsworth Prison in the past week.
I think this government needs to get a grip of the justice system. This government said they were going to get a grip on it last week, and since then we've had two prisoners wrongly released.
Police say two manhunts are now underway in Surrey and in London. Also on the programme this evening, a community coming together. Volunteers packed donated supplies to be shipped to Jamaica after it was devastated by Hurricane Melissa.
Plus, ahead of children in need, we show you how your donations and generosity help young people across the capital.
Sometimes I can see in their faces that they may not have had a good day or a good week, but they come here and they get to be someone else, take a break from their lives.
And Pudsy's with me on the finish line, waiting for two Radio London presenters hoping to complete their bit of the 1,000-mile challenge, three-legged no less, for children in need. Stay tuned.
Good evening, I'm Laxmi Gopal. There are more questions tonight about how not one but two prisoners were mistakenly released from HMP Wandsworth in the past week. The Met Police say a manhunt is underway after sex offender 24-year-old Brahim Kadur Sharif was wrongly freed a week ago, as well as 35-year-old fraudster William Smith on Monday. Our political editor Carl Mercer reports.
Wandsworth Prison tonight, once again the focus of national attention, following news that two prisoners had been released early and by mistake. Just 2 years ago it hit the headlines when prisoner Daniel Khalif escaped. This was him in the kitchen on the morning. He then tied himself to the bottom of this lorry as it left the jail. Today it emerged that Brahim Kadur Sharif had been accidentally released from Wandsworth Prison on October the 29th this year. The Met Police were notified by the prison service 6 days later. This video is of him when he was arrested back in September this year. Today, this statement from Commander Paul Travers from the Met Police. He said, "Sharif has had a 6-day head start, but we're working urgently to close the gap and establish his whereabouts." Surrey Police later confirmed that a second prisoner called William or Billy Smith was accidentally released on November the 3rd. Earlier that day, he'd appeared via video link to Croydon Crown Court, where he was sentenced to 45 months for fraud offences.
I'm absolutely appalled he's been released wrongly. More than that, the last prisoner was released wrongly at Wandsworth only last week, and then a week before we had a prisoner released wrongly at Chelmsford. This government needs to get control of our justice system. It's completely unacceptable.
Last month, an independent monitoring board report into Wandsworth highlighted issues with staffing at the prison.
There are nevertheless a very high proportion of staff, particularly at wing level, who are inexperienced. It's very evident that staff who have experience, who have what's known as jailcraft, are much more effective. So it's a question of quality as well as quantity.
And he says highlighting individual failures won't help solve the wider issues facing Wandsworth and other prisons.
When something like this happens, and we had it 2 years ago, while the focus is inevitably on an individual prison, the issues really stem from how we decide we want to invest as a society in the criminal justice system and specifically in prisons. There is a correlation between how much is invested in prisons and what happens in prisons.
While the political row over the releases continues, so does the search by two police forces for two prisoners who should still be in here. Carl Mercer, BBC London.
And you can get updates on any developments on that story throughout this evening on our website. But here on the programme next, plenty more to come, including...
Join me in Brixton, where local people have been donating thousands of items for the survivors of last week's Hurricane Melissa. It's now up to volunteers to come here tonight to sort through all this and more.
Let's take a look now at new support being trialled in London for domestic abuse survivors and their children. Here in the capital, more than 90,000 cases of domestic abuse were recorded by police in the year to August 2025. The government says it's committed to halving violence against women and girls within a decade. But is enough being done to deal with the scale of the issue? Here's this report from Frankie McCamley.
Home is a place of safety for many, but for victims of domestic abuse, it's a prison, and trying to escape can feel almost impossible. For those who provide escape routes, there's simply not enough.
At the moment, there is a chronic shortage of refuge spaces. Projects like this, which enable temporary, short-term, safe accommodation, are essential because otherwise you could have survivors who are fleeing abuse ending up homeless or actually staying with the abuser because they have nowhere else to turn. It has a really nice tranquil feel in here, doesn't it? Just a place of calm. You really feel safe when you walk in.
The charity is teaming up with the Mayor's office and the rental company Airbnb for a pilot in the capital. Together, they're funding emergency Airbnb accommodation like this flat for 60 survivors and their children.
There'll be a number of factors that will make a property suitable for this pilot. First of all, there'll be a lockbox so the person can check in by themselves, nobody else is involved. They'll also be able to lock the front door and have the whole property to themselves. And when they arrive, all of the amenities will already be here, from TV to Wi-Fi and a sofa, even tea and coffee in places. So there is that immediate sense of safety and comfort.
The pilot here is building on a similar one in Manchester.
There were two key learnings. The one is that initially the pilot was only a week, and that was not enough time for people to really find their feet. So for this round, we've increased that to 2 weeks. And then also a lot of the survivors have children. And so we've now enabled them to book accommodation for them and their children.
For Alexia, a safe house like this for a fortnight could have made a huge difference when she escaped the man she says abused her.
When you're still, at the address he knows, you always have this thought in the back of your mind, thinking, what about if he comes during the night and break in? Or, he can maybe break in, wait for me at home, and, I will come back into my flat and he will attack me.
Do you think 2 weeks is enough?
Let's be honest, it's not enough. However, it's a good start, because in these 2 weeks, maybe you will have been offered a more permanent place in a refuge.
Alongside the accommodation, there will be wraparound support to help with things like legal aid and mental health services. But with 90,000 domestic abuse cases reported in the last year, it's a small step towards solving a huge problem. Frankie McCamley, BBC London.
And just to say, if you or someone you know has experienced domestic abuse, the BBC has a list of organisations that can provide advice or support in confidence. Search BBC Action Line. These images in the news shocked us all, didn't they? It's just over a week since Hurricane Melissa devastated Jamaica and other Caribbean islands, with at least 76 people dead. Residents there are desperately waiting for aid. And people here in London have been rallying to help. Asad Ahmed is in Brixton, where volunteers have come together this evening. Asad.
Lakshmi, just take a look at this. This is what the volunteers are up to. Lots of them have come here to sort through thousands of items which have been donated by local people here in Brixton. There's rice, there's oil, there's sugar, there's flour, there's all sorts of things, water, toiletries. So much has been donated here. They've put a call out for volunteers to come forward. Prince, you're one of the volunteers. I know you lived in Brixton, you now live in Surrey, but you've come back to help. Why?
It's the right thing to do. And my father's from Jamaica and I just wanted to help, so I just thought this is a good opportunity to help and give back. I go to Jamaica a lot, party there, I enjoy myself there, so I thought, why not help if I can?
Well, it's an amazing job you and the other guys are doing. I'm also going to speak to Shireen here. Shireen, hello. Now, we were speaking earlier, you've got family in Jamaica. Is that why you've decided to get involved here?
Yes, I'm from one of the worst hit parish, St. Elizabeth, and I'm from the hills. And people now are still not getting help because roads are blocked, stuff like that. So we're looking for all the help we can for our people.
And it's important to feel like you're doing something.
Yes, it is, because it's better than sitting at home watching and feeling helpless.
Okay, Shireen.
Coming out and giving a hand, make it feel a bit of a purpose.
Shireen, I will leave you to it. Thank you so much for your help. Paulette, for people who don't know, this is the Jamaica National Bank. It's not a bank like any one I've ever seen before. It's more of a social hub. This is important work you're doing here.
Indeed, as everybody knows, there's been total devastation in Jamaica. And so Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica here feel helpless. They want to do something. All the items here have been donated by ordinary people on the street, our members, our friends, who have come to say, I want to relieve the suffering in Jamaica. So their food items, tents, and all the essential relief items are being gathered here and packed to be shipped.
And do you need more items given? Do you need more volunteers? It's amazing what I'm seeing.
Yes, we have a shout out. I support Jamaica.com, and persons who want to volunteer or donate items can go there, send an email, and someone will respond to them. But we need as much help as we can get.
Okay, Paulette, thank you so much. This is incredible what I'm seeing, as good as any volunteer charity work I've seen anywhere after any major event. And they're busy doing here. You've heard how you can get involved and donate as well. Back to you, Lakshmi.
Sir, thank you. Yes, really good to see people coming together. And staying with the subject of generous donating and volunteering, today...
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, as I was saying, we saw some really lovely, generous donating and volunteering there, didn't we? And staying with that subject, today is the final day of BBC local radio teams attempting to walk 1,000 miles between them, three-legged. Yeah, and it's all for children in need, with various fundraising happening across the country to help charities that can support children and young people. BBC Radio London's Zavi and Shay have been putting their best foot forward for the challenge. And perfect timing, they have just finished. So let's join them and Riz in the BBC London lounge to find out how they coped. Riz, I imagine some sore feet there.
Well, thanks, Lakshmi. Yes, they've certainly got their feet up, and I think you two deserve that after your bit. 2 days, 25 miles, three-legged. I will chat to you and some of the people who helped you along the way after a look at how you got on today.
What a way to start the second day of our 1,000-mile challenge for children in need here at Tower Bridge. It is such an iconic landmark globally, and I feel really, really delighted that I've managed to cross without tripping up even once. My first three-legged partner, Jamie Anglesey from the Salmon Youth Project.
We have to raise £1 million every year to keep the charity alive, and Children in Need have very generously given us a grant, and we want to say a great big thank you to those guys, but also to all our young people.
So how's Zavi doing then?
I'm with Dana Bennett from Tots and Tunes. Tell me about what Tots and Tunes does.
We run playgroups in Borough of Barking and Dagenham. We run loads of different things for the borough. We have fun doing it, and it's all thanks to Children in Need.
And joining me for the third leg of the three-legged race, Annabelle Abbs, author of 52 Ways to Walk. But I don't think that she's ever walked around London in this way. What is it that you love so much about walking?
Well, London is full of beautiful parks, beautiful trees, which are looking great at this time of year.
How important was it for you to be involved with the 1,000-mile challenge?
Oh, I thought it was such a brilliant idea. I don't know who came up with the idea of walking 1,000 miles cross-legged, but I think it's an excellent idea. And has it ever been done before?
I don't think it's been done like this, I must tell you that. Let's check back in with Zavi.
You're live on BBC Radio. I can't drop that. So much trouble.
As darkness fell, at last, the finish line was in sight.
I didn't think it would be that much of a challenge. It turned out that it's really, really difficult to walk three-legged for such a long time, but it has definitely been worth it, and we've had so much fun.
I can't quite believe we've done it, and to have my little one Tyra here with me at the finish line means the world to me. It's all for children in need, a most important cause to my heart, and I'm chuffed we're over the end. We've crossed the finish line.
Yeah, and so you should be chuffed. What, 25 miles between you, three-legged. Xavi, first of all, how are you feeling?
I mean, what a couple of days. It's been so much fun is the first thing I need to say. We've gone around loads of amazing landmarks in London. I mean, I've been to the zoo. You've been up a cable car, Shay, that's right. And we've done it with so many amazing people who do so much stuff for children in need. And you know, it's just been really, really rewarding, the whole thing. It's been great.
Now, Shay, I know you love a challenge, but you don't even look like you broke a sweat.
Let me tell you, my body will say differently. I'm in a lot of pain. It's been a full-on 2 days. Xavi's absolutely right, but it was a challenge for the most important cause, children in need, and it was so special to do it throughout London.
And Xavi, do you have a memorable moment?
I've already said the zoo. And I got to hang out with penguins, and I'm not going to lie, that was so much fun.
Look at your face.
Yeah,
as
just
you say
wandering around with three-legged, doing
forget the
some
sore
dancing.
feet, you saw the penguins.
Exactly, it all went away when I saw the penguins.
Now, Shay, like I said, just tell us, what was the most memorable part? Because I know it's a special day for you.
It is certainly. Today, the Sikh community is celebrating Gurpurab, the birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So to be doing this across London landmarks, and Londoners cheering us on, not always, some of the cyclists didn't, but overall it was fantastic to do this.
Oh, OK. Well, I tell you what, let's meet some of the people who walked a mile tethered to one of these two. Look, we've got a few of them here, and of course, Pudsey. Hello, Pudsey. First to you, Jamie, from the Salmon Youth Centre in Bermondsey, which is supported by children in need. Did you ever imagine that you would walk across Tower Bridge three-legged?
Absolutely not. Not in my wildest dreams. But it was amazing. You know, we can see the Salmon Youth Centre from Tower Bridge, and Shay was phenomenal, a great partner in crime. So, yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was great.
When you think that was a mile, have you got a lot of, you know, respect for these two then?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know how they've done it over 2 days. I mean, I hope they're going to get a good massage, you know.
I think they did, actually. Now, Isabel and Akira, you're two of the members of the Youth Centre, which see around, I think, up to 500 people a week. Isabel, how important is the centre for you?
It's very important to me. It's a huge pillar in the Bermondsey community where young people can come and learn new things and make friends and have fun.
And Akira, can I ask, what difference has it made to you?
It's just my safe space. It's like my second home. And like me among a lot of other children, we just come here for a hot meal to reset and just take a time.
Well, they've said it well there, haven't they, Jamie?
So proud. Couldn't be prouder.
Well, talking of proud, we've got two other people here. Eleanor and her dad, Tim. Yeah, you both took part in the walk. And Eleanor, you've been helped by a project that provides tactile books for people who are visually impaired. How did it help change your life?
Living Paintings are an amazing small charity that produce tactile images for children's books along with other books that they create. And I've just learnt so much from the tactile images that I've felt over the 10 years I've been using their services. They're just amazing.
And Dad, Tim, is smiling with you. Tim, can I ask, when you found out that Eleanor had a brain tumour, the support of charities like this must have been so important.
Yeah, I mean, smaller charities make such a big difference, and children in need supporting those smaller charities make a huge difference, and Eleanor is testament to that.
Now, Eleanor, is it true that you are going to be having a starring role in next Friday's Children in Need show? Do you want to give us a clue or tell us what you're doing?
I'm going to be a part of the Children in Need choir. I'm very proud to be. I'm very, very excited.
And so you should be. We will hear and see more of you next week. Now over to Carrie, because you are organising a big fundraiser this weekend with singers at King's Cross. But before you tell us about that, you had a bit of a royal walk with Shay.
I did. We went via Buckingham Palace and Hyde Park Corner, and apparently the flag is up, which means somebody was in.
Ah, and why were you so keen to take part?
Well, I run the collaboration choir and we love to do good with our music. So we're all coming together this weekend, quite a few of us, to do something very special for this fantastic cause.
And when you say quite a few of us, how many singers are you expecting to take part?
300 singers.
Wow. Pudsey, did you hear that? 300 singers. Well done to all of you. And of course, everyone who completed any mile with Xavi or Shay, who are smiling over there, to help them complete their bit of the 1,000-mile challenge. But it is still not too late to show your support.
Hi, it's Gabby Roslin.
If you want to support the team's efforts in attempting the 1,000-mile challenge for BBC Children in Need, you can donate £5, £10, £20, £30 or £40 by texting the word 5, 10, 20, 30 or 40 to 70712. Text costs your donation amount plus your standard network message charge, and 100% of your donation will go to BBC Children in Need. You must be 16 or over and have the bill payer's permission. For full terms, more info on the registered charity or to donate online, head to bbc.co.uk/walk.
That was Gabby Roslin there. Well, look, we got some smiles here. Now that you've had a chance to just reflect, because it's all happened, you know, in the last hour, can you sum up briefly how you're feeling now?
I feel really proud of us. I can't quite believe that we've achieved this, and it is a huge thanks to all of our walkers, to everyone you've been speaking to today. We couldn't have done it without them.
Yeah, we've had so many other people along the way who have just helped us out in such an amazing
And come
capacity.
on, now be honest, because the last time I think I did anything three-legged was when I was at school. How did it really feel?
Yeah, I mean, I actually did a bit with an Olympic athlete, and
hello.
yeah,
Dropping
I did drop in Danny Talbot there, and you know what? Even he was a bit like, no, I still don't really know what I'm doing here. So it is something that's completely new to all of us.
That on the London streets, it's really difficult. It's not easy. I won't be doing it tomorrow, that's for sure.
And as we've been saying here today, you know, it really is for a good cause. And Children in Need supports many projects right across the capital to help young people. Well, we mentioned a couple of them a few moments ago, but wait until you hear about this one. It's a performing arts project in North London. And Wendy Hurrell has been to see what a difference it makes.
Give me P-Paper!
Young people are finding their voices here in the heart of Haringey, North London. The mission at Collage Arts in Wood Green is to provide quality community arts sessions run by industry professionals, and the focus is on inclusion.
I have never been the same. Intelligent eyes and a hunger pan frame.
When I started, I had a bit of a stutter, and through on the years, my stutter has gone away, and it just brings like more confidence in myself, because I know that people here won't judge me if I do have a voice crack or if I forget my words.
Would you always? Maybe sometimes.
It feels like a really accepting environment. That you don't, people don't really judge others of their differences. Again, because of the environment, you don't. It's quite nurturing. You don't feel you're not that shy around other people. You feel like you can be yourself.
When there's nothing left inside of you, is there anything worth holding on to?
I've had a lot of setbacks, as in, I've always kind of been known as the bigger girl. Like, I've been tall and I've been bigger since I'd maybe got into secondary school and definitely in primary school, and that kind of always set me back for things. Which, I would always just feel very self-conscious, and being here is really helpful because you don't really feel like that. I feel like a big family.
They follow each other on the wind, you know.
The singing, drama and creative writing Saturday sessions are supported by BBC Children in Need, which allows affordable tuition. They charge each child just £2.50. Some aspire to careers in the creative industries. All of them benefit from the opportunity to express themselves.
Sometimes I feel like kids don't get the experience to do, especially, upbringings and home environments. They don't have the room sometimes to be as loud and expressive as they want to. So when they come into my room, I'm like, you can be as loud as you want. Sometimes I can see in their faces that they may not have had a good day or a good week, but they come here and they get to be someone else, take a break from their lives. Same with singing, they get to pour out of their soul and sing in that way. So it's nice to see.
I'll never be satisfied.
Wendy Hurrell, BBC London.
Yeah, making a difference is what it's all about. Now, thankfully today, the weather was kind to all of you. Lots of nods around here. Let's see how it's looking for the next few days and join Kate, who's outside. Hi there.
Hello, Riz. I got the Pudsey memo. I'm his big sister today. It was really mild. Last couple of days, they really have been very lucky. We've had dry weather and the temperature the last couple of days. Today, we got up to 18 Celsius at Teddington, which is really very mild indeed. I haven't got a coat on. Now, if you're heading out tonight, there's a couple of things that you need to watch out for. It is, of course, bonfire night, so lots of displays happening. And for those, it should stay dry. But it's also a super moon. It's the Beaver moon tonight, a full moon, and if you get the chance to see it, it should be rather spectacular. Now, you can see earlier we have had maybe 1 or 2 showers to the west. Now, we had a little bit in central London just as they crossed the finish line earlier. We had a few spots of rain, but that's more or less cleared away, and it should stay dry tonight for fireworks night. But also, we should get a couple of glimpses of the moon as the cloud, I'm hoping, is going to break. It's a mild night again. It's barely dropping, around 13 Celsius, the minimum temperature. Could get 1 or 2 showers as we head towards dawn tomorrow morning, and you can see as they come up from the south, there could be 1 or 2 quite heavy ones as we move through Thursday morning. They should clear though through the afternoon. We'll get a couple maybe of clearer spells towards the end of the day, so some brighter spells. Temperatures again tomorrow mild at 17 Celsius. Then we head overnight Thursday into Friday. Nothing really changes, least of all the temperature. It is going to be very mild again. There's a lot of cloud overnight, a few breaks perhaps towards dawn on Friday. The minimum temperature again around 12 or 13 Celsius, so another mild one. Now, as we head into Friday, it is a little bit more unsettled. We should get some bright spells, especially in the morning, maybe some sunny spells, but some showers will start to move through as well. The temperature still getting up into the mid-teens, around 16, 15 Celsius, so still mild, but that it starts to drop as we head into the weekend. However, as we head into the weekend, for us, it is, at least during the daytime, looking largely dry. We should see the return of some sunny spells both for Saturday and for Sunday after some nighttime showers. The temperature, though, just a degree or 2 cooler. But as we head into next week, it is to turn a little bit more autumnal as it turns more unsettled with some outbreaks of rain and some showers at times. Back to you, Riz and Pudsey.
Thanks very much, Kate. Looking quite Pudsky-esque herself. Well, thank you. And more, of course, on this day's stories on our website. And you can see more of what this lot have been up to during their challenge on Facebook and Instagram. How are you all feeling? From us here, from Pudsey, of course, and from the studio team, thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.